Today I fucked up by using a nose hair trimmer to manscape my nether regions, and subsequently revealing mankind's most horrible secret on Reddit. As preface to this, today I fucked up, I am committing one of the greatest societal taboos and revealing a secret that heretofore has been zealously guarded throughout the ages. It is a correlate to childbirth in that just as postmenopausal women wouldn't dare tell an expectant mother how truly agonizing childbirth is, no man in his 50s would traumatize a man in his youthful prime with fears of the anatomical horror that is to come. But times have changed and new technology places men in grave danger, so now you must know of this biological atrocity, in order that you might avoid my disastrous FU. Sometime around midlife, men's hair follicles undergo a revolting mutation. While hair atop one's head thins and drops, new hair grows in places you never imagined. Bristle-stiff tufts sprout outside and inside of ears, and up nostrils. Eyebrows become bushy, unruly and coarse. Pubic hair turns grey and scraggly, I shit you not. All these hairs grow alarming fast and require constant attention, lest you become that guy with a bunny paw sticking out of his ear. Their eradication is a battle men wage stoically and silently through the second half of their lives. And, as with any battle, there are casualties. Now, on to my today I fucked up. I found a great nose hair trimmer in the as advertised on TV aisle at CVS. It looks like and operates like a miniature hedge trimmer. It's virtually impossible to cut yourself but mows down the hair. Yesterday I was trimming ear, nose and eyebrow hairs after a shower. I was so happy with the results that I decided to try it on my pubes too. It worked great. Soon I had gone a bit overboard and pretty much shaved my balls and the base of the shaft to the skin. I liked the new look, but my bushy taint was a testicular neck beard that had to go. I positioned a makeup mirror on the bathroom floor and laid down spread eagle, knees up, so I could see and trim everything well. Where once just a few wispy hairs prevailed, unbeknownst to me a virtual forest had arisen. Worst of all, my butthole was sporting Borat moustache arsebrows. Trusty new nose hair trimmer in hand, I prepared for battle. The arsebrows had to go first. I began on the left and quickly decimated the bunghole caterpillar. I moved decisively to the right, prepared to take down arsebrow 2 with one swift stroke close to the skin. However, this was not to be. Instead, my ass hairs wrapped around the trimmer blade like Rapunzel using a superheated curling iron, pulling the device tight against my skin and jamming the blade. The hairs were being ripped from my flesh and the pain was excruciating. No matter how I tried, I couldn't remove the trimmer. Wiggling it tugged the hairs more, restarting it was a double down that I lost, the hairs were wound even tighter against the blade. I frog walked naked to my bedroom, one hand holding the trimmer tied between my butt cheeks, and searched for my cuticle scissors. No luck. I did however find a carpet knife. Unbearable pain breeds desperation. Back on the bathroom floor, I tried in vain to cut myself free, nicking the tenderest of flesh twice and drawing the first blood of battle. I was making little progress and it was time to make the ultimate sacrifice. After a suitable prayer, I gripped tight on the trimmer and committed reverse harakiri, Brazilian wax style, ripping off the trimmer blade along with its arsebrow net trap. Blinding pain left me curled fetal, hyperventilating, while blood slowly trickled down my ass crack. I decided to share my today I fucked up and expose life's cruel secret in the best interest of mankind, that others may avoid falling prey to the technological wonders of as seen on TV hair removal tools. Young men of Reddit, I beg of you to heed my warning. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light. Too long didn't read, used nose hair trimmer on bunghole brows, tore myself a new one. Edit. I was pretty sure this today I fucked up would be popular but I'm genuinely blown away. 57,000 upvotes in a day. 54 awards. My post in the same league as the coconut and poop knife. So humbling? Thank you. Many of you complimented my writing, and you have no idea how much that means to me. I toiled as a construction industry technical editor for decades. I am writing a book but I've stalled several times. Your compliments are giving me inspiration to pick it up again. Edit 2. This is the trimmer. YMMV. So pre-tangle dangle, were you planning on putting this back in your nose after bunghole shaving? The elders must shine the light in the darkest of place. May the powers that be bless you with quick healing. I could feel my asshole clench tighter, tighter as I read further and further. Get ready for the loud farts. You're going from stock car audio to expensive aftermarket. And yes, you got the subwoofer. Your valiant battle will be remembered by your Reddit brethren, immortalized forever in the realm of poop knives, broken arms and befouled coconuts. If only I could be so immortalized. Today I fucked up by sending my wife a random dick pic. So this afternoon my wife was out at the pharmacy that's less than 3 minutes from our house. She called because our insurance card wasn't working and asked for the numbers on the new cards we had just been issued. I started to read the numbers to her, but she interrupted, saying it would just be easier if I took a picture. To be funny, I included my man parts in the photograph. When she got home, I asked her how she liked the picture I had sent. She seemed genuinely clueless and didn't know what I was talking about. Apparently she just handed the phone with the picture open to the pharmacist to grab the numbers off himself. Too long, didn't read, sent my wife a dick pic with insurance info that she subsequently showed to the pharmacist at our local grocery store. I wonder if the pharmacist even noticed it was a dick pic. Lol. Ouch, give up the benefit of the doubt, I'm sure it was very noticeable. To be fair, if I were your wife and you had done that, I would have said the same exact thing to you. I thought this was the case. That she was just trying to be funny. When she reopened the picture and started laughing with tears, I knew she was being honest. It's okay if the prescription was for Viagra. Pharmacist, I don't think we have enough supply to fix that. This thread is marked as small. Pharmacist hands back phone. Here you go, ma'am, thanks for the tip. Today I fucked up by destroying the entirety of my family for only $99. Throwaway account. We've all been seeing the recent craze of DNA testing and whatnot, so my dad and I decided to jump in the bandwagon, and we bought 2 from 23andMe. We got our results back a few days ago and I went into the DNA relatives section to check out my matches. At the top it listed my dad as only sharing 29.2% DNA with me and being predicted to be a half-brother, which is impossible. This didn't make sense to me since we also shared a paternal haplogroup, and we just look so alike, so he was definitely my father. My cousin also had taken the test a while back and she shared 24.6% with me, also predicted to be my half-sibling. We're supposed to share around 12%, being first cousins. I couldn't think of a genetic relationship that would explain what I was seeing, and I had doubts in the accuracy of the percentages, so I made this post on r/23andMe, asking for help. Basically, the shared percentages are extremely accurate and highly unlikely to be false. The only realistic explanation for what I was seeing was that my uncle, my cousin's father and my dad's brother, is my father. Reality hit me in the face like a flying bag of bricks. All the dots lined up and I felt a sense of loss. I sat in my room for an hour just in shock, and then I had a feeling of anger come over me. I needed some fucking answers. Without even thinking, I rushed out of my room and confronted my mother downstairs. My mom is a businesswoman, and is often away on business trips. She had no idea my dad and I had done one of these tests since she was away on a trip and just got back. My mother and I never had a traditional relationship. She was always focused on her work and my dad ended up mostly raising me. My irrational self didn't even sugarcoat it. I asked her if she cheated on dad with Uncle David, name changed for obvious reasons. I have never seen the color drain from someone's face so quickly. She looked dumbfounded and then mumbled, "What kind of question is this?" Of course not. I told her everything, the test, percentages, DNA matches, all of it. Shit hit the fan. My mom fell to the ground crying, begging me not to tell dad. I left her there and went back into my room. I called my cousin, now half-sibling, and told her everything. She ended the call screaming, "Dad, now uncle, then came home and stumbled into my room asking what's wrong with mom. I told him everything too. He didn't say anything after calming down. He left the room and I locked the door. For the next few hours, I heard my entire family fall apart outside my door. My parents got into a heated argument and my grandparents rushed over to see what was going on. My aunt-in-law and David showed up shortly later and I'm pretty sure I heard my dad and David get into some physical fight. Utter chaos. I feel like fucking shit. It's not my fault, but I can't help feeling that this is all because of me. If I had spent my fucking birthday money on something else, none of this would have happened, but another part of me is glad to know the truth. I'm too scared to go outside. I don't even know what the outcome was. The only noise I hear in the house now is the occasional sobbing coming from my mother, and I'm sure my dad is out of the house. Fuck my life. Too long didn't read. Mom and uncle, both having spouses of their own, fucked, made me, and proceed to not tell anyone. I take a DNA test 19 years later and it all comes crashing down. I've locked myself in my room and I'm pretty sure my family has ceased to exist outside. Update. Call your dad, make it clear you still see him as your father could really help him out. I'd say the dad is the main victim here, with the double betrayal and the fact that his offspring is not truly his. That probably shakes something deeply engraved by our evolution. As for Op, I totally understand your anger over the lie, but consider the fucked up fact that you wouldn't exist if it hadn't happened. Macron ___/ Macron. Is it wrong to ask for an update? Very curious how everything turns out. Your dad realizing his isn't your dad but your uncle, grandparents now involved, it's all such a weird situation. The only person at fault is your mother and uncle. She and him are the ones who cheated and lied. You don't need to feel guilty about exposing their guilt. Also, your real dad is the guy who raised you, not the guy whose genes are more similar. Edit, the uncle is at fault too. To quote Yondu, he may have been your father boy, but he wasn't your daddy. Hope you get through this. To also quote Yondu, when I picked you up as a kid, these boys wanted to eat you. They ain't never tasted Terran before. I saved your life.